My name is Fortune Azuma. I'm making this video from Umuahia, Abia State. It all started 7 years ago when I had a fatal accident on my way to school, and I lost a colleague in the process. The accident left me with many complications ranging from urinary incontinence, urinary retention, and urinary dribbling. That every time if I'm not indoors, most of the times I spend it indoors, because if I come out without diapers or anything to pad up, I will mess up myself. It's been a challenge, and I've been passing through this challenge since 2016. I had an accident, and it had been like that till now. So it became a challenge that the hospitals I went, they say I will go in for surgery, that I have sustained a urinary strictures. Then it was a urinary strictures. Until this year, it became multiple urinary strictures as when I was diagnosed. Fast forward to 2022, the problem becomes so severe in November that I was urinating blood. It became so serious that if I enter the toilet to urinate, nothing will come out. If I force myself, I will be urinating blood. It will be blood all through, no mixture of urine, blood all through. And I was looking forward, contacting people if I can get help, because nothing was there, there is no money for medical attention. To sleep in the night was a problem. To lie down was a problem, because if I lie down, I will mess up. If I stand up, I will mess up. If I go out, so I was always indoors. I will use buckets in the room, place myself, and the thing will just be dropping there. It was so serious. So I continued. February 1st, I left home. I came to Umuahia because my record was in Umuahia. When I had that accident, I decided to seek for medical attention by all means. The following day, I joined NSPP, the live praying in Umuahia. We were praying live. I table my case every day. I table my case in the altar of fire. I didn't miss a day. I key in seriously, and I was praying because I knew that my life now depends on prayer. So I was praying every day. When we dismiss, we'll go and lie down in the altar of fire, and we were still praying, God remember me, God remember me. One of these days, Pastor Jerry will say, download what you want God to do for you. It may be funny. I downloaded somebody that was urinating in the toilet, and the person was urinating normal. I downloaded it. I said, God, this is what I want. Please heal me. This has been a challenge that have lingered for long because of no finance, because of no money. So I say, God, help me. This is my turn. The second week of my stay in Umuahia and in the altar of fire, I started receiving help. I started receiving help from all around. I received help to go for the surgery. On the 3rd of April, I went in for the first surgery, and what I saw, I didn't expect it, because the doctor said that I will go in for the surgery. Then after 2 days, that I will be discharged and I will be free. But when I entered the theater, it was hell, and the system was swollen. The penis and the scrotal sac was swollen to the extent that if you saw the videos, you will cry and you pity for me. And because the place was swollen, they said that they could not continue with the process. We booked for another surgery on the 10th of May. They said we'll go in for another surgery, because the extent they went, they couldn't do anything, and the problems developed and everything. So we went in for the surgery the second time, and we continued for more than 7 hours, 6 to 7 hours in the theater. The doctors and the nurses and his crew, they were looking for, the surgeon was in process, and they could not get to the bladder neck. From the urethra, they could not get to the bladder neck, and to an extent, the doctor said that he can't continue, that is too much. And they planted a catheter on my stomach that I was now using to pass out urine, because everywhere was blocked. And the doctor said that the next procedure, we booked for the next procedure, and they said This time around, it will be a procedure, uretroplastic surgery, that a situation whereby they will cut open in between my legs to connect the bladder, neck to the urethra. They say they will open my mouth, collect a flesh inside my mouth to form the channel in the urethra. Then we'll close it up. The following months, they will open it again, put the catheter and pass the urine, and they connect the catheter to the urethra. From the bladder, since they cannot locate it, they convinced me. I succumbed because I needed solution. And I was asking God, remember me. Every day we were praying, and one of these days, Pastor Jerry said, you had an accident. Since you had that accident, your life has never remained the same.
Since you had that accident, everything has turned upside down. Everything has turned upside down. By the power that raised Jesus from the dead, I command, let it be reversed right now.
I say, this is me. This is me. And I came in. So another day we were praying, Pastor Jerry mentioned my case again. He said we went in for a simple surgery, and that was on the 19th of May. After 10th of May that I went in for the second surgery. On the 19th, he mentioned my case. He said, you went in for a simple surgery. You have done the first surgery, you have done the second surgery, and now they are telling you that you will go for the third surgery. By the power that raised Jesus Christ from the dead, I command, let it be reversed.
You went for a simple surgery. It was meant to be simple, but now they've done a second one, and they're telling you there's a third one. There are too many complications. If you're the one, put it on the live stream. Glory of Israel, whose words and voice thunders like the voice of many watchers at the sound of the enemy of any spirit. Let it be reversed. Let it be reversed.
I claim it. The following week, I went into the toilet to ease myself. So I couldn't open the suprapubic catheter to where I used to urinate. I didn't open it. Since once I heard poop, urine started coming out from my penis. With fast, it was coming out. So I shouted. Pastor Jerry used to say, how will you shout? I shouted. The following Friday for consultation, I went. I told the doctor, thank God for the doctor. The doctor is a believer, a member of this altar, a member of Streams of Joy too. May God bless that man for me. God will bless him for me. He said, Azuma, what happened is a miracle. That what God cannot do does not. You have not seen this in this profession. That is a miracle. He placed the apparatus on my penis, passed through the urethra, and he connected to the bladder within few seconds. And the man shouted, congratulations. I want to return all the glory to God who have done this miracle. May God bless you, Pastor Jerry. I say, what God cannot do does not exist. What our Father cannot do does not exist.